Spend a moment and talk about one of the most powerful aspects of our software, and it's the promotions. We do the registration, we do the waivers. Realistically, half of the reason for doing that is to gather up all the data mining that you can do on your customers so you can send them information. So having birthday campaigns to where every parent gets a birthday notice for their kid 30 days before their birthday. This is very powerful stuff. Being able to send out special emails for President's Day or Christmas, Columbus Day. I send lots of special emails throughout the year, about one a month. The cost of doing the birthday emails and these event follow-up emails and event follow-ups, every time a customer visits my location that night, they get an email that says, "Thanks for coming out. Please review us. Here's a coupon to come on back with a discount," etc. That is all free, and it's extremely powerful in boosting the number of reviews you get, which is going to help your Google Analytics, which is going to get you up in your search engine searches. So make sure that you're taking advantage of these things. Keep in contact with those customers. Send the parents the birthday notices. If you need help setting up any of these emails, we will help you do that. Also, I send ones for President's Day, Christmas Day, Thanksgiving Day, Columbus Day, Labor Day. It's spring break. It's Memorial Day. And I'm blasting out deals where show this email and get 100 paintballs free or whatever special you want to do, or just letting them know about something new that's happening. The cost of doing emails through here is a fraction of Constant Contact. I see people using Constant Contact and MailChimp, and you could do the exact same thing through here more effectively and save yourself a ton of money if you want. And if you want, feel free to call and we'll walk you through that. One important thing that we have added to our software recently off the promotions is something called a bounce report. So the problem is when you're sending emails, some of them bounce. People give you bad emails. Sometimes they just have abandoned an email or whatever. So we have a system now, since all the emails are going to flow through the Vantora server as they're going in and out, we'll see the bounces coming back, and we're going to do a count for you. And when an email bounces 3 times, we will automatically take it off your list. So how many times did this one get hit? So for example, I'm going to expand the days. You can choose what period we're looking at here. So I'm just going to expand up to the month of March to show you how this works. So here's a whole bunch of emails, and hits are the numbers of times we have sent them an email that then got a bounce back. So this could have been some of my specialty emails going out, birthday emails, whatever, but we're getting multiple bounces from these people. Once it hits 3, we're going to automatically remove it. So this one had 4, so it was removed on 3/17. Okay, this one we didn't automatically remove. We removed it at 2. Why? Because we took a look at their email here. k@yahoo.com. We know that's a bogus email. Nobody has that email address. So anytime if you have one on here, let's suppose as I go through looking, I see an email like a@a.com, etc., or this is a bad email at gatsplat.com, I can choose to either edit that address or I can unsubscribe them. So for example, this one, I'm going to unsubscribe and it automatically makes it red. Now it's only had 1 hit, so it only bounced once, but still it's on our list. These bounces are only going to be people who are listed as customers of yours. So if they're not on your database for waivers, they're not going to show up. In other words, if somebody does a registration and they don't put in a proper email and it bounces, we won't bother put them on the bounce list because that doesn't add them to our email list for promos. It's only the other people that are doing waivers that do. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can go in here and correct things. Like here's somebody at yahoo.com. You can see that there. Well, they probably meant yahoo.com, so it's already bounced once. This second number over here, this count number, and we'll look at the top heading. This says 2. This email is associated with 2 different people. So in other words, it's probably a dad, and also he did it for his kid, and we're not getting emails out to either one of them because of that. And we've already had one bounce and it hasn't been removed yet. So if you go in and take a look at your bounce report, if you think it's worth the time, I click on this little icon here and it lets me edit the address. So now I can change that to yahoo.com instead of ahoo.com because it was probably just a typo. And then that will resubscribe them and start them over so we no longer have those bounces. So you can go in, you can edit it, and or you can automatically say, no, unsubscribe this guy. AA@abc.com, he just didn't want to give an email address. So I automatically take him out, so I'm not going to waste my time and money sending more emails out to them and have my inbox full of all these bounce messages. Here's a guy, gmail.con. So look for the things that say .con or Gmail spelled wrong, things like that. I see them all the time. And then just correct those, and you can improve your email list. We'll give you a list of everything that bounces. This is updated every hour. We go through the emails that came back and show as bounces, and then we update this list accordingly. So you may not have too many on your list any given day, but if you send out a blast email, you may end up with a whole bunch suddenly that show up. We're not kicking them out until it's the third time. So with these people all have 2 strikes. If I send a mass email and they all bounce one more time, we're going to kick them out because after 3, we kick them out. As you can see, this one had 4, etc. Some of the ones we've chosen to kick out, but we're going to automatically do it after 3. The reason we don't have to do it after 1 or 2, sometimes email servers just have a problem. And if the email didn't get through or it bounced or maybe their email server was down for whatever reason, we don't want to take it out right away. Let's give it a second chance and a third chance. But if after 3 tries, we can't get that email through, let's remove it from the list to clean up your email. If we send too many bad emails to bad email addresses, not only is it bad for your infrastructure as far as the number of bounced emails that come into you, but it also looks bad to the email servers out there, and they may start thinking that you're just sending spam because you're not even checking your list. So we're going to use this system now to clean up the list. You can go in and modify them and clean them up, and we will automatically take them out. So you don't have to do anything. If you do absolutely nothing except send your emails, we'll automatically take them out after 3. But if you are curious, after you do a big email or any given night or after a weekend, feel free to go in and look at your bounce report and make any corrections to ones that you think might need it if you think that will improve your email list. So hope you enjoy the new features, and we'll keep working on new stuff for you. All right, call with any questions.